Hi, Nico. Welcome. Hi, Rainey. Glad you guys are here.
Hi, Neely. Hi, Nico.
How are you doing tonight, Rainey?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Doing well. Glad you're doing well. Hi, David. Welcome.
Hello.
Hi, Laura. Welcome. Glad you're here tonight. Hi, Mary Jo. Welcome. Glad you're here.
Thank you so much. Hi.
Geshe here.
If you're in the Gampa, please turn to page 35 in the Gold Prayer Book, and we'll begin with the 7-limb prayer. Gosum gu pe gune chak shalo ngo shami tru chutrin malubul tok me ne sak dik tung tam che shak ke pa ge wanam la Jai Rang Korwa Matang Bartu Lek Shukne Drola Chuki Korlo Korwa Dang Dakshen Gainam Chang Chuk Chen Pongo. Now pages 97 and 98 for the short mandala offering. Saji Puki Chukshing Me Tok Tramri Rabling Shi Ni Again, Padi Sangye Jingdu Mikte Uwa Ijo Kunam Dag Jingwa Chapashok Jetsun Lama Dampa Kenam Kichu Kukala Kense Chuzin Tree Jitar Sampe Tulche Zinma Lasap Gechuki Charpa Waptu Sol Idam Guru Ratnamandala Kam Niryatayami. And still on page 98, Geshe Gelek will lead us in the Refuge and Bodhicitta prayer. Chudang Soki Chognam La Jang Chu Bardu Dagni Kyapsuchi Dagi Chunyen Gi Pesunam Gi Drola Pinchir Sange Drupar Sho Chudang Soki Chognam La Jang Chu Bardu Dagni Kyapsuchi Dagi Chunyen Gi Pesunam Gi Drola Pinchir Sange Drupar Sho Chudang Soki Chognam La Jang Chu Bardu Dagni Kyapsuchi Dagi Chunyen Gi Pesunam Gi Drola Pinchir Sange Drupar Sho
탐제 깨도 다게 최된 또 관계 투쟁이라는 당화던 점에 담배 전에 대해서 방과 담대로 정신로 good evening. According to Lama Tsongkhapa's Lamrim's Song of Experience, or sometimes called Brief Lamrim, Song of Experience. Lamchok Dubla, Tsinyi Tsame Dance, Lamchok, excellent path. In order to practice the excellent path, you need a base, refers to human life. Lamchok Dubla, Tsinyi Tsame Dance, Manya Padus. Without having this base, it's kind of hard to even to learn. Just forget about practicing, but even just learning without this human body, very obvious. Now you look around, it's not that easy. Animals, how much they learn. You never see animal reading Lamrim. So it's hard, so they can't read them. So without that, Lamjo Dubla, Tsinyi Tsame Dance. Tsinyi Tsame Dance, Tsinyi Tsang means the Tsinyi literally means definitions. Tsang means complete. And here, this case, like complete characteristic of human body. So able to see, able to hear, like that. Lamjo Dubla, Tsinyi Tsame, Manya Poses, Lamjo Dubla. In order to practice excellent path, in order to practice that, you need complete, you need a base that's like completely, that has complete characteristic of, human body. So Namjutla Tsinyi Tsamete, Manya Pada Sajya Miyomi, Tiya Masam. Therefore, need to create the cause for human body, human life. Namjutla Tsinyi Tsamete, Manya Pada Tiya Masam Julan need to practice complete practice, which helps you to have another human body, which is very much needed in order to continue your practice. Our excellent path. So now, what is the practice? Ethic, the ethic, the morality ethic. So that's the complete practice of another human life. Okay. So then, Lamjotula Tsinyi Tsame de Manya Pato Sajumi Tiya Masam Gosum, Diktung, Gosum, body, speech, mind, three draw. Diktung, negativities. Park means contaminated. Your body, speech, mind contaminated by negativities. Diktung. Gosum Diktung Timea Babadis. Now you have the base in order to continue to practice excellent path, but so that sometimes three door get contaminated, very much contaminated by negativities. Especially very important, particularly especially very important, purification practice. Nature is very important, it's critical. It's critical. So when the three doors contaminated by negativities, what is the important purification practice? Very important. Jundo means daily basis practice the four power of object, power of like remedy, power of like regret, and power of not to repeat same mistake again. These four powers very much need to continue the practice of the four power, which will purify. I myself practice like that. Then please you do the same thing. Keep your three door pure, clean, by being consistent with the four powers. of the purification practice. So now here, so why we do that? Lama Tsongkhapa request all of us. Lama Tsongkhapa said, there's a lot of benefit I did myself. Then you do the same thing. If you want to practice the excellent path, that's the way to go. Okay? Just you who seek liberations, not like you who seek samsaric, just only samsaric pleasure, not like that. One, you who seek liberation, so then you do the same thing. So then you get closer to liberation, okay? So that's why, now that's the reason why we are following Lama Tsongkhapa's advice, the importance of the purification practice. So then, so we do that, so then maybe Vajrasattva practice. So 21 month, okay. So you could also just say Om Benza Satava Hum. You can just, or Benza or Vajra Satava Hum. It doesn't matter. Om Vajra Satava Hum. You can just repeat that. Rangi Chivo on your crown, or space before you, doesn't matter. That's optional. Space before you or your crown. So if you receive initiations, Vajrasattva practice, initiation, then it's better to visualize on your crown. If you did not receive initiation, then you can visualize space before you, the distance, the size of your body. Therefore, when you do full-length prostrations, then that distance you can reach the Vajrasattva feet like that. Height, when you sit down here, for your forehead. Not solid in the form of light, Rangicho, Pema, lotus. On that, mundis. On top of that, imagine or visualize syllable hum, white. Eventually, that syllable, very syllable hum, become white vajra. Center of that vajra, there's like small hum. So that small hum is the center of Vajrasattva heart. It become so now eventually that Vajra transform into Buddha Vajrasattva. Whereas the hum is now located in the central heart of Buddha Vajrasattva, the small hum. Buddha Vajrasattva, color in white. Holding left hand, holding bell, right hand holding Vajra. Adorned with all the ornament. Just visualize Buddha Vajrasattva, and not in more detail. Sitting Vajra cross, sitting positions Vajra cross. So that letter Hum, center heart of the Buddha Vajrasada, the Hum attracts or gather all the blessings, dissolve back into the Hum. Then that Hum is surrounded by 100 syllable Vajrasada mantra, clockwise. Light emit from the Hum and the 100 syllable mantra. Again, gather all the blessings from all the Buddhas and all the Buddhas, Dakinis, dissolve back to the Hum and the mantras. Then again, light emit from there. So then recite the mantras. So then, visualize nectars flows from the syllable Hum and the 100 syllable mantras clockwise. Nectars flows through your crown chakras. Purify. Down, up, side to side. Maybe not much time left. Maybe silently say, silently recite. What is the mantra? 21. Silently. Because when you chant, it takes longer time, so we recite silently 21 times. Okay. Bhajasato samaya, manu palaya, bhajasato. Visualize the nectar continuously flowing. Bhajasato. So if you are doing like Vajra, you can practice sadhana, so then you could say Benza, Vajra, Hiruka Samaya, Manubara, Hiruka Tinabati. So that's option. So Bhajara sato samaya manu palaya bhajara sato tino bhati ratrado me subo kayo me bhava subo kayo me bhava anarado me bhava sava siddhi me bhava sava kama sutsa me siddham shiya kuro bhagavana savata Bhajanamame muza bhajam bhavama samaya sadha. Deep down from your heart, requesting Buddha Vachasadavas, please pay attention to me. Namando Jesuma Kunzus. Dagi Tomet, Sovendi. All the negativities, since from beginning this time to till now, all of them. Broken samaya, vow, commitment, each and every negativities. Purify them right now. Buddha Vajasadava delightfully accept your request. Buddha Vajasadava dissolve to your crown chakra, all the way into your heart chakra. If you have received initiations, then you become one. If not, then just remain like that. Again, the light emits again from Buddha Vajasadavas. The moment that light touches each and every being, completely purify the negative karma. Since from beginning this time to till now, it's been completely purified. And help them to lead all the way to enlightenment. So that the Buddha's Vajrasa practice complete. According to, again, repeating, according to Song of Experience composed by Lama Tsongkhapa, Gosum Digdung Time Bhagavatis, whenever you feel that your body, spirit, mind been contaminated by something negative, Lama Tsongkhapa said it's so important. It's not just, like necessary, it's so important. Nature means is critical, it's very critical in order to overcome from that feeling of contamination of body, spirit, mind. What you need to do, purify them. Gosum Didu, Timea Baba, the Haba Ledi, Junto, every day. Topshi Sama, Tempaje, every day. Didn't say how long, how many mantras, didn't say, but every day, every day. I'm not asking you to do something that I never do, so I also try myself every day. So every day, that's what Lama Tsongkhapa says, every day. Not just Whenever you feel bad, then you think about purification practice. When you feel good, so then you completely forget your practice. Not like that every day. Junto topji sama tempaches. So some form of purification practice, the remedy can be anything. Doing something good, saying mantra, reading sutras, doesn't have to be Vajrasattva mantra. It can be anything. Making offering to the altar, temple, can be anything. Coming here, going around the stupa, doesn't have to sit down and say the mantra. Then why Vajrasattva practice is very powerful. It's very powerful. It's based on the Vajrayana practice. Very powerful. So, Jundu Topji Sama Tempaches. Every day, do some form of purification practice based on 4 power. Among those 4 powers, the regret is very much needed, regret. Otherwise, if there's no enough regret, what happens? It will repeat again, same thing, repeat. Because there's no enough regret, then the result, then you kind of like perpetuate. To stop, you have to have regret. The first, not seeing the problems. This first mistake, not seeing the problem. Then that leads to not to want to overcome from that, whatever that it might be. Doesn't want to do anything because you don't see the problems. Even there's a problem, you don't see the problems. So that leads to next step. Doesn't have desire to overcome. Then not just that, and doing it with joy. Then last, there's no embarrassment, there's no shame. So then deep down, even though it appears like that, but deep down there's pain. It will not go away. So they probably have to live with that pain the rest of your life, if that's what you choose. So, so then if you, then Lama Tsongpa says, I myself did that. If you are seeking liberation, do the same thing, so then get closer to liberation. Okay? For do that, sake of your mental happiness, you do that. So whenever you feel that your body's been, mind been contaminated, don't just blame yourself. Do something. Do something. That's what Lama Tsongpa was asking all of us. And Lama Tsongpa said, I don't blame myself. I did purification practice. Then you who are seeking liberation, then you do the same thing. Okay? So that's Vajrasattva practice. Oh yeah. So now, a letter to the king from Master Nagarjuna. What stanza?
We're on stanza number 20.
21. Da nipa samjo taba tsumbe, tsundrila dambas. Dam means like emphasize on joyful effort. Pure intentions, pure actions. Emphasizing on joyful effort through pure intention and pure performance or actions. Okay, it says number 20, please.
People are like mango fruits, unripe but seemingly ripe, ripe but seemingly unripe, unripe appearing unripe, and ripe appearing as ripe. Understand them to be like that.
As I said, this is very unique. This is Master Nagarjuna. This audience is not direct audience, not the monks and nuns, is the friend. Here is the king. So, but of course have subject, to rules. So then, if you are employing any people, so then you are also like kind of like similar level of king. So this advice is very, I think, very good. Mila Sanjur, the number what is explaining the stanza number 20, what is explaining that people have all kinds of mental inclinations or interests. Di Mila Samjur, doing things differently, different way of thinking, doing things differently. Number naso. Number naso means number aspect. Naso means various aspects of thinking, doing things. So now question arises, what kind of like, like a different action and different like thinking. Then the analogy or example, ame debus, mango, mango, ame shingdo te chini tadi mamimbo tabu. So I think like, so some of the mango that like India has so many mangoes like Dawa Yupa, no? India has a lot of mangoes, all kind of size, all kind of names. Some of outside, some of them looks green. Doesn't mean they are like raw, but looks like raw, but it's actually ripened. So then some of the mango outside all yellow doesn't mean ripened, it's still raw, but inside is raw. So that, I think here in this country, the mango that come from Mexico, I think they looks, small one looks yellow, but inside it's not, not ripened. Then there's mango. From outside it doesn't look like ripened, and inside is not ripened. It's the same thing. Some that looks ripened from outside, and it's also inside, it's also ripened. So that kind of example speak by itself. So like some people pay attention to likewise, like humans are like that. When you look at from outside, some people, their like actions kind of looks good, but inside the motivation is very much bent, not straight. Means contaminated. So that's like the mango. I think the small mango that looks like outside looks like kind of yellow, but inside raw. So that's kind of symbolized that. Some people, generally speaking, they are very gentle, but when they look at their deed, it doesn't look like gentle. That like looks like outside it looks like raw, but inside is not raw. Inside is ripened. Inside is good, but deeds that doesn't has the person's deed does not justify that person's heart is very good, but it looks like outside is kind of like looks like raw. Some people intentions good, their deeds are good, so that the mango that looks like ripened, this is ripened inside. Then some people, they are like both intention, their deed is both of them is not good. Similar, the mango is 4 different kinds. Similar, the people has also 4 different kinds. Gundosa, Naranju, Sambata, Joba Niga, Yapo. Daily basis. So we announce us, all of us, intention and the deed. Both of them should be good. We should strive. Make sure it's not just only outside ripen, inside raw, outside ripen. Not like we should strive for outside looks ripen, inside also ripen like that. Means good, outside, inside, both of them good. So so that's the point. So what this like indicate, what they're showing is like kind of explaining the perfection of joyful effort. Profession number 4. So now that complete the detailed explanation of the joyful effort, out of 6 profession, Jimba, generosity, ethic, patience, joyful, the 4. So now the concentration, something, okay, something like that, Joa, initial stage, Mushi, the actual, then at the end, Joa, the very typical way of explaining the teaching in like Tibetan style. Joa, you could say preliminary, actual, then end. Miduncho, Nami Pamas, Miduncho, opposite, wandering, like wandering, opposite of concentration, wandering. And like the painting in Shamatha meditation, that the monkey kind of symbolized like, Jami here, Jami there, Nami. Then Tunjo Tsemeshi Dubas, Tunjo Tsemeshi Dubache. So then Tunchok means like conducive conditions. And here it looks like four immeasurable practice. Midincho means opposite, a wandering mind. The Yujiyama. So the fast has 4 ways of getting wonder. I think like it directly caused by, according to Shamatha meditation instructions, the detailed instructions, the wandering mind caused by the attachment, like I'm pretty sure. So now there's 4 types. You get wandered by object. Wandered by worldly concern. Norji wandered by material things. Wandered by Norji wandered by Nor little means wealth, wandered by wealth. Longche, wandered by possession. Is there a difference between wealth and possessions? Yeah, then it's like second one more sounds like possessions, wandered by possessions. So now wander causes by distracted by object. Nangi dushe joyo gune ongbo yongsu dambas. Nangi dushe joyo gune ongbo yongsu dambas. First one, how you stop wandering based on object. How you stop that? Nangi dushe means like the way of thinking about object. So that needs to be change. Then not just that. So then need to learn how to guard your senses to guard your senses. For example, like, I don't know, what is the example like? Yeah, first there's like desire to look at. If they say, for example, object, there's like 5, like let's just talk about the sight, form, shape and form. So just talk based on that. So then same logic applied to rest, sound, smell, taste, all that. So like form of shape and form, how you get distracted. Probably have wish to look at them. So that's the first thing. Nangi dushi juve gune ongbo yosu dambas. I think it's not just looking. That just sounds more like continually creating stories based on that kind of stories. So that story can be stopped if you know how to guard your senses. This will stop. Okay, maybe there will be detailed explanation. So then yuji tsini shiva gune chapapons. So here, like as I said, it's like becoming attached to the object. That's, as I said, the wandering mind, according to the detailed explanation of the shamatha meditation by some other master, said that the wandering mind causes by attachment. So you become attached. So usually tini shiva gune chapapons. Abandoning attachment, understanding of the true nature of the object, on this. Then, different kind attachment to object, attachment to people, different kind of object. But the meditation, master like Vasubandhu, teacher of knowledge, Abhidharma Kosha. It's like maybe chapter number 8, I'm not sure. There's meditations. When mind starts to, like, when you start spacing out, you should watch your breathing in and out. Name Chuji, and then you count your breath. So then attachment, so there's a such a kingru comes like seeing the land filled with skeleton. Practice seeing the land filled with skeleton. That's what this practice is called. Such a kingru. Tengen is samadhi, seeing the land filled with skeletons. That meditation began visualizing some kind of like soul, somewhere here, some small soul. Then it get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So then eventually, that's the kind of technique they use. Maybe just looking at the X-ray. X-ray, what you see in X-ray, there's really nothing to attach. It just looks like bare bone. So that's the kind of meditation they use to control the attachment to people. So then they visualize slow, so get bigger and bigger. Then eventually entire body become like skeleton. So then goes like, then everybody like, then there's like, in the Abhidharma course, if you read, you will see there. So there's one kind of meditations. If so much pain is causing by attachment, there's some kind of meditation you can use. It doesn't mean it's like the whole point here, the pain, how to eliminate the pain, so. Shinji Pumele Ombo Sungan Dambas, Devashin Ombo Sungan Dam, Omo Madabi, Ombo Dam Tobala, Gaba also. Yeah, so This is something possible. Tabu usually am punk but then becomes the Toma. She's almost one dambas. Yeah. So now that's root stanza.
Verse or stanza 21, do not look at others' wives, but if you happen to see them, generate recognition of them in accord with their age, as your mother, your daughter, or your sister. Should lust arise, think thoroughly about their bodies having the nature of filth.
Moving on, next stanza. Moving on. Moving on.
Stanza 22. Hold your
Something,
mind.
something you can read at home, so think, okay.
Hold your mind tightly when it starts to rove, as though it were like you're learning, similar to your child, resembling a treasure, or comparable to your life. Recoil from the pleasures of sensory objects, as though they were like venom, poison, a weapon, an enemy, or fire.
Oh, yeah, thank you very much. I just same the Jundo, you're taking our mind. Usually it's like, it looks like that it's not really firm as a mountain. It's always, like wherever wind blows, this kind of goes, like, it's not firm as a mountain. It's not like firm, it's kind of like, I'm just saying the gentleman at daily basis, that's no surprise. It's not stable. Tablas, how to fix that? Tabla method, what kind of method or technique? That's one example. Tuba tang tsungba, tuba tang tsungba, sunga tang jik, tuba tsungba jik, tuba tsungba sunga tang jik, putabu sunga ni, tetabu sunga sudadabu sunga shiyo osa. Tangbo tuba da tsung sheba ni, ngarang tsu jiki, ngarang tsu jiki lab, jiki jong, chiki lapsap, chiki lap, chiki jong debe tse, tela ribar dimne, se mayim par, chungkore mado semde, samlo shen shenda kodena, kingi ji she sadu rangi yungi mares. So the first technique, when you are taught, somebody's teaching you something, could be anything. So that's based on how to protect this wandering mind that's not stable, how to protect, how to fix that, based on listening, based on first methods, based on listening. Somebody's teaching you something. During that period, during the teaching period, so we have to pay attention. We have to pay attention. Otherwise, you are listening, but you are thinking something else. So then when the teacher finished, so you did not hurt what teacher said because your mind went to somewhere else, because your body is there, mind went somewhere else. So how to avoid that? There's one kind of wandering, because your minds wander during the teachings. You don't remember what she said, what he said. You don't remember because you didn't pay attention. Your attention is very much divided. So therefore, the best way to avoid that is like listen with attention, full attention. Likewise, pay attention to ngarang zu simti yang ribadim sungus. Likewise, that's how we should guard our mind with attention, full attention. Okay, that's the first method how to fix this wandering mind based on teaching style. That's the first one. Attention to niba. The second one, niba tabushi, puta sunga. Puta sunga she, Buddha Sutta. Second example is like protecting, like you do protect your own son. Buddha Sutta. So the second example we see. It's not talking about the son that's grown up, it's like baby. They cannot do, they may not do, then you look at them like, here, and this says like jumping in the fire. That's not here, like, you don't have fire. So then here, you look at them, what they are eating something wrong, then you basically watch when they crawl, where they are going, particularly the mom, may not chung into the chin. And here example is not very relevant, or like make sure they don't jump into the water, they don't jump into fire, something like, so I think long time ago, everybody live outside most of the day, so open door. The young son to make sure they doesn't jump through the cliff, That's why they are tied, but you don't never see here. While the mom's walking, they are tied in their belly. They tie somewhere, maybe big stone. Make sure they don't go like the mom has to do, maybe to make gravel to build the road. Farmer can't just look at all the time. So the children tie so they can maybe like 2 feet they can go. They cannot go farther than that. Like that. Tendra chenna pe yakbo. Tendra chene pe yakbo. That's how you should guard your child. So that's probably how that my mom probably guided all the children when she took them to walk, to build the road for army, like a big stone making small gravel with a hammer, like that. So nowadays you don't see that. So maybe they are nowadays probably they are eating something like maybe some metal or something. That's how the mother got their child, and similar likewise. If you don't guard, then there's big risk. Likewise, around the same things. That's how you should look at your mind as like your child, your baby. That's how you should guard your mind. So that example, how to fix wandering mind. Second example is like looking after your child from dangerous things, and then likewise, that's how you should look at your mind. Okay, so that's like protecting your mind from wandering based on the example of mother looking after her child. The third one, like wealth. Nagarjuna Longju Sachin Shiona, the Kume Kudugi Chabe Kudugi, Kumai Hakudure, San Ben Yavasungas. If you have very precious thing, precious, like wealth, something very precious, and you like keep that in the safe, So the reason you do that because you worry that thief is going to steal, or maybe somebody thief. Then there's more dangerous robber. So they usually don't come like quietly. They just take, like grabbing, like going out grabbing. These are robbers. These are not thief. They are not afraid. They just thief is like they come there when you are not there, so they steal. They could thief. Robber, they just come and take. Chapa called chapa. Worry about thief will take, or maybe robber will take. Maybe that the thief will know where I hide something. There's a lot of worry. So two, that's why you hide them where that nobody can find. One of my classmates is Rinpoche, so his attendant, I think when Tibet is invaded by China, so a lot of people, they escaped, grave. So then some people have some idea where they're all in Eastern Tibet, so they're doing some kind of preparations. Tibet people have gold and coin, gold brick, the silver coin there. So that attendant managed to hide, I think, quite a bit at night. So then probably put some kind of stick there, or maybe some kind of sign. After like 45, 60 years, went back, luckily found. But their sign is gone, but found. So there's worried that China is going to take them by force, not like steal. So likewise, that's how we should protect our mind. Like a wealth. So now the last one, protecting your, guarding your mind, like protecting your own life. So then, for example, first based on teaching. Second, looking after your child. Third, wealth. Then the fourth, life. Around you, soak the tzachimbu. It's kind of like soak. In dictionary, when you look there, translate like soul, atma, soul. That's not what it means, but there's soak. That doesn't have meaning of atma or like soul. It's soak. It's like it's alive. It's life. Soak, not soak. And according to the Vajrayana teachings, that the soak is the energy that spread through. That is not just one part of the body; it spread through entire body. Just remain there, long as we are alive. Then that energy comes out. When we die, we just exhale, long exhale. Long, like, how is it? Long exhale. So that's the only time that energy gathers and comes out. That's the only time that usually the energy never comes out of your mouth. So that's the time that energy that usually spread inside the body. So all the channels, it remains, the minute we are born, it like remains there. So first time when you're born, there's like, 10 types of energy emerge through the heart chakra. So that is like, the life is one of them, energy one of them. So it kind of remains in the body. When it comes out, then life is basically finished. Called soak. That's what it is. This is energy. It's not soul, it's not atma, it's just energy. I think first earth element, water element, fire element, wind element, when they dissolve into the consciousness, that's the time where this life energy comes out. So then basically medically you are dead, but still there's like a subtle wind that there's like 3 strips, there's 3 more dissolutions is going to take place. So then after the last, the clear light, that's the death. Then the soak, Ranju soak is life. Okay, so and when I look at the Tibetan English dictionary, they say like soul is not correct. Then Sachimburus, that's very important that everybody cherish that so much because nobody wants to die. It's a clear sign. So the Yabu Sungiyas, that's what we protect them, all costs we protect them. Likewise, Naranju, same this. Likewise, our mind, we should protect our mind like that. The Tabo Dubu Chola Matawas. Talk about that's very good, that's very important message. Should not let that mind into something bad all the time, something thinking bad. That's not good. The visual of Matama, we are visual of not guide that mind into something good, much as possible. No, beautiful, like that, oh, like not like it's like oh horrible, like not like that. Something. There's a see much goodness is possible. See much goodness. To guide the mind to see something good, not always guide that mind into seeing something negative. So that's how you protect. Okay, that's what it means protect. If you don't protect your mind like that, for example, that I give it, explain. If you don't got your mind like that, simji lang simji samlo tongdante. Then eventually the mind gets worse and worse and worse and worse. Can't blame that it's been like not been taken care of. It's not been very good taken care of. Some lo tangdang kashi tukdab. Some thinking are like poison. It kills you. It kills somebody else like poison. Exactly. Basically, I think that's very true. Basically, what you're doing is you are poisoning yourself. That's what you're doing, nothing else. Poisoning yourself. Kachi turned up, and some thought it's like weapon. Yeah. Dawodabu, and some thought it's like enemy. Medabu. Some thought was like fire. This is what it means. These are all dangerous things. Poison, you don't need poisons. Weapons, enemies, fire. This is all not good. You don't need any of those. Pena tuki, lamrashi do this. Why you don't need poisons? It kills you. That's why. Chinji lamrashi do this. Why you don't need weapons? It will cut. That's why you don't need. Why you don't need enemy? They harm you. That's why you don't need. Why you need fire? It will burn you. Yes. Likewise, pay attention to Shinji Pumya. No, so that's why, bottom line, if you don't guard your mind, all these things will, not 100% will happen, but there's a risk. This, like, there's risk that you might poison, you might cut, you might burn, you might harm yourself. You might, you might kill yourself like poison. You might cut yourself like a weapon. You might, harm yourself like enemy does. You might burn yourself. That's all the importance of guarding your mind. And it's true. Like, that's it. Then, Sumba Umbo Madami James. So now, second one. Anybody's head falling down? Huh? Except mine.
Stanza 23, sensory objects bring
So that's why
ruination.
whenever Dawa realized, he brought me chili, spices, hottest spices. Make sure that my headphones.
Sensory objects bring ruination. The Lord of the Triumphant has said that they're like the kimpaka fruit, sweet on the outside, bitter within. Abandon them. By their iron chains, worldly people are bound in the prison of recurring samsara.
That's not my say. Therefore, you should protect your mind, guard your mind. If you don't guard your mind, what's going to happen? Deban namni pungro jeba cheba, deja shantanasum, nyabachimbo cheba ches. It will not like then contribute to become more attached, get more angry, all of that, then it happen. Therefore, tina shindu nyangachimbo is very dangerous things. Jawe ombo zobe sanje chumde de jipena amed de Buddha dawasons. The Shakyamuni Buddha said it's like mango, the mango, you know. Amen. Oh no. Shingdo kimpa sewa. There's one fruit called kimpa, so I've probably never seen. But maybe in my hometown we have that. Sewa te. That is a marble. It looks very pretty from outside. It looks red, bright red. Looks like kind of delicious to know, bright red. But that is poison. Looks very delicious red. I think in my hometown we have. I think like sometimes unfortunately the dogs they eat that. Kimpa marble zebu yabu yoba dase. Inang. It has poisons. Sena, if you eat, if you consume, it's dangerous. Pay attention to Deva Seva Teyans. Desire is like that fruit. It looks kind of pretty, so bright red, like want to eat, but it has poison. Desire has poison. Even though desire that looks like that fruit, kimba, looks pretty from outside, but it has poison. Desire also. This is for all the forsake of not just to think, just to remember. Oh, turn la tia around the was part of the Dachabu, Zebu Yabu chance. It looks kind of good, it's gonna look like something that you need, but it's like that fruit. So it's different. The way you see it, the way that, but it has poison. You don't see it has poison. Turn la tea, never just so that eventually cause you level of complication problems. Therefore, teaching Deva di Panguris. Therefore, abandon desire here is more like not just any kind of desire. Here is more like clinking. Like clinking. Kalde mabana deva sevati chado. Yeah. If you don't abandon that, then it's like chado means like it's like then it's become like a chain. When you tie someone with a chain, it's hard to get out because it's not just a piece of rope. It's like chain that's made out of metal. And the self-grasping, which is the root of samsara, that is, some masters, they see that is like iron cage. Not here, some other teaching, Lama Tsongkhapa teaching. Chado ke tsumanam chingpa shindo, deve chado ke kowe tsuna chings. So that chain binds you in samsara. Jingde, dina, nebe, simje, tamje, ome to chingpa shindo, yeah. Some case, delusions and the karma that binds you. There's some other text, some say like that. That's Shiva. So now there's the praise. If somebody who's guarding their mind, now there's the praise. Like Ngakpa means praise. Stanza number 24.
Of those who triumph over the objects of the ever inconstant roving six senses, and those over a host of foes in battle, the wise favor the first to be the best heroes.
So then after they will stop. Okay, Teta Deban namni pungto chebi juyim bichis. Deban namni pungto chebi juyim bichis. It's the cause. It's the cause. The strong form of attachment is the cause for cause for going down the hill. Didn't say like that, but that's what it means. Didn't literally word it like that, but that's the meaning. Teda le suzu ongbo yabu sungus. If you're thinking to go up, so maybe to guard your mind. Ongbo di yabu sungne debe yunden le jaltu manangus, debe yunden jaltu manangus. Ongbo di yabu sungne. So then make sure that you are not influenced by, not like that you like see them something horrible, not like that. You are not, your life is not influenced by that. If you have, you feel lucky. If you don't have, that's okay too. Not heavily influenced. The way you did it, jaltu manangus. Kanda, and also all my friends here, we need to understand I think becoming attached to like you never know. So becoming attached to pleasures, thinking very tied to pleasure. It's not good. It's like there's a potential to cause you. You need to be flexible. If you experience it, great, you feel lucky. So if not, then it's flexible, not flexible. Now, ongbo di yabusu ne debe ne jab to nanga kangda mikso ongbo chuk so yutu chapa de mikso ongbo to six senses becoming attached to object of six senses. Like become so attached to like shape and form that include everything you see. Everything you see from eye, that's included into form and shape, nothing more. That's what they are, form and shape, then colors probably. Now on dollar chapas, ear conscious becoming attached to certain sound. No on dollar chapas, not tilla chapas. No sense become attached to smell something good. Che rolla chas. Then later, the tongue or taste bud become attached to taste. They attached to tactile. Then the mind, then after that, each one after there's mind, so then they get involved. So that's why this mind get more wonder, stronger the attachment, that the greater the risk, the mind to get wonder, harder to control, meaning. Yang kansa shenjik yungo matu jamne, dai cholin jawana, the matu de jasung, the power is about this. And generally speaking, if somebody went to like a war, then they win the battle, so then you call that person as a hero, so then you all give them medals because that person win the war. Power service, it's like a hero, basically a hero, a brave person. Tetani yobale keban namni tangbu deja shenda tumul jaltu batela power adu chumais. The real hero, someone who is able to defeat attachment, that's the real hero. Or control their mind. Leopard Sawate, Chichide, Tina Naranju, the way you to the Chabata Shemba the Yishur, Minies, Chabata Shemba Panel Jatuna, Shindu. If you win abandoning attachment, that's the best victories. So then also if that's not the case, maybe at least we should be mindful, then make sure that how far you go before it's too late to fix. And need to mindful, doesn't do, not here. No, there's like a honey on the blade. The honey may taste sweet. If you lick, there's risk it may cut your tongue. So that needs to take into considerations before you lick that honey. It's not there some other text mentioned like that. Oh. Yeah, it's like honey on sharp blade. Even that honey, yeah, there's no argument that honey does taste good, but and how far you are willing to go, like so that blade is very sharp. It could cut your tongue before you realize. So that's not something you want. So similarly, becoming attached to object of six senses is like that. So need to always good to have some control, some mindful how to control. So then maybe we'll stop here. So then next we'll stanza number 25. We are making a lot of progress here, so not going backwards, going forward. So that takes long. Okay. So then please use all this information much as possible in your day-to-day life. Working with employees, working with friends, working with like husband, working with wife, working with the children. These are all good because these are taught to friends. The king is not monk, not nun. The kings who deal with the people. So this is Nagarjuna's advice to the king. Then indirectly it benefits all of us. Okay. Yeah.
Please turn to page 235 in the Gold Prayer Book for the dedication prayers. Excuse me. Gewadi nyor tu dog lama sange dru gyorne drowa chikyang malupa Dei sala gupashog Jang chup sem jog rinpoche ma ke panam ke gyurchik ke wanyam pa me payam gong ne gong du pelwar shog Jampel pawo jitar chen badam Tu zangpo de yang de jinte Kungi jesu dak lok chir Gewa di dak tam che rab tu ngo Du shum shek pe gelwa tam che ki Lo wa gang la chok tu ngak pa de Dak she ge we tsa wa di kun kyang Sang po chu chi rab tu ngo wa kim Dagi jine sakpe de wa di Tendang dro wa kun la gang pendang Che pa jetsun lo sang drak pa yi Ten pe nying po ring du sel je shog. And on page 244, the long life prayer for His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Rawe korwe jing kam dir pendang dewa malu jung wei ne chen re zi wang ten zin gyat so li sha pe si te bar du ten gyur chig. And on the next page for Khyentse Rinpoche, Jetsun Lobsang Gelek. Jonu ine nagla wangjor tu awa tare ten barap sotpa lobsyang gelwe de tong lek pilchok chaser gen gur lama sowa jeb. And inside the back cover, we've been advised that we should continue saying the prayer for Lama Zopa Rinpoche's swift return. Peerless teacher and assembly of the children of the victorious one, Shravakas and Pratyeka Buddhas, victorious Losang father and sons, along with the lineage masters, all the objects of refuge of the infinite lands, please bestow the virtue and goodness of accomplishing this prayer here and now. Holding and spreading the Muni's precious and complete teachings through explanation and practice, you are the armor of patience that is never discouraged. Incomparable, venerable Guru, to you I make request. While striving single-pointedly for the sake of the victorious one's teachings, the sole gateway through which all benefit and happiness emerge, and from other living beings, you suddenly departed to peace. What a great loss. Nevertheless, through the undeceiving truth of the blessings of the ocean of the three jewels and the great waves of bodhicitta of the children of the victorious ones, may the smile of a reincarnation swiftly beam in glory for fortunate disciples. And inside the front cover, the long life prayer for Geshe Gelek. Gewe lam na dren pe de punchog, leg she dam parte we nyin morje, chuki tsawa mi tong she nyen chog, dragpa pong we lama jab ten chig. And for Geshe Sangpo, Gewe chuki bag chag rab ten ching, pel din la me dam nyak ning la chang, zang po ja wei nyen shen da je pe, she nyen chen po ku che rab ten chig. And 7 Tara mantras for the benefit of all beings. Om tari tu re so ha. 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 Om tari tu re so ha.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you. So then, welcome, Venerable Dawa, welcome back. And very much hoping near future he could become, good teacher, benefit people at the center. So first he needs to study. So welcome back. So there's got this camera, Thomas, is only for me, or that the people see here? No, yeah, all like.
So there's 2 cameras, two
oh,
camera
one
views.
there.
Yeah, one there and one there. So the AV technician in the back can show either this view or that view.
Oh, I see, okay, yeah. So sorry that when I teach, so I don't, hopefully you see I need to focus.
While you're teaching, this
So
camera is on.
I'm telling you not to wander, so then I just look at like that. I wish I could look at it all the time, but no. Okay, good night, yeah.
Thank you, Dharma friends, for coming tonight. Good night.
Thank you.